Hi guys, Sourdough Kathy here, and today I'm going to do a migration of my red wigglers that have never come out of this particular container. I got most of them out, but I wasn't able to get the rest out, and I haven't had the time recently to do all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put I like to use the egg cartons for them, and any kind of cardboard because they like this stuff. And in the bottom I have a piece of melon. There's a piece of pumpkin down in here rather, and this is the way I like to do my migration for my red wigglers. It works really good. They'll be into this stuff in no time. One thing that I will do is I'm going to put just a little bit of black sand. I'm not going to put any eggshell. I have decided that we think this stuff through far too much. So I'm going to put just a little bit of sprinkles. That's it. No more. That should be more than enough for these worms, because there's not that many worms. Well, there's quite a few worms in here actually, more than you would know. They're hiding right now because they're in the light, but these are all red wigglers. These are some little small ones here, but there's some larger ones over here, and I'm just going to leave this like this, and I'll let them march down the hill to this side over here. And I'm going to just do one more box of egg carton. I'm wetting it over here in the sink, and I'm doing this in my kitchen only because my worm room has gotten a mite bit crowded lately. I have some other projects going, nothing that I really want to put up on the web, but it's not that I haven't been doing things. I have, but it's of a different nature. So I am going to finish putting a few more in here, because they've been living in this stuff far too long now, and that's not a good thing. They won't stay healthy, and they won't keep reproducing if I do that. So in a couple days I'll show you how they have moved out of this and into this over here. And I just want to say, if you're going to migrate and think that you have, say this container has all kinds of junk on top of it. Say this was a larger container and you had all kinds of stuff here, and you were saying, oh, I'm going to migrate my worms, but you don't do this either in the center or on the sides, and just think they're going to migrate over there, you're fooling yourself, because so long as there's all kinds of stuff on the top, they're going to continue to go after it. So what you want to do is make sure you have a separation place where they can go to, and they'll just crawl down it. I guarantee it, because I've done this many times. And they will go right for the food that's over here in this corner here. Even this is their food. It's bedding, but it's their food, because they really love this stuff. So just remember, if you're going to migrate, make sure that you don't have a whole bunch of stuff here that they can eat, because they're not going to do it. Take out large pieces, put them on one side, and that way they won't have anything left in here to mess with. They'll have to go over to the other side and be forced to do that. So in a couple days I'll check it, maybe even tomorrow I'll finish doing another portion of this, and you'll be able to see exactly how they migrate down. Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 3 days, I think, since we put the red wigglers new bedding in here, and hope to see them where they're supposed to be. Now as you can see, you see all the paper there, but underneath here are the worms. So they've moved over where the food was, but if I'm not careful and I don't put some more food down here really fast, because they've obviously blown through it, but this is where they're at. So this is how you get them out of your main area there. Let's see what we got going over here. There's still a bunch of worms in here. I'm going to move you over here. As you can see, there's still some worms here because there's probably still food in here for them to eat. So we're going to put some more food on the other side to continue them on their road downward. And that's about it. This is all you need to do. There's no need to leave all your stuff in here. Get all your big stuff out, and that way you can get your worms out. The reason they're not moving as quickly is because this is like 4 inches thick over here. And normally you would have a lot less depth on this side, and they would crawl over here much easily. But because I don't have a lot of food on this side, they're not moving as quickly. So I'm going to put some more food over here, and I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put more food, and then we'll come back in another couple days. Okay guys, it's been a few days since the last video I showed you, or the last portion. I said I was going to wait a few days and give them a chance to move over. So here we go. I've been giving them food over here. And here are the worms. They're all over here now, the majority of them. They're in a lot of wet food. As you can see, they are quite moved over. There's a lot of them in there. Hopefully most of them are now out of this side. And I'm going to put this over here and cover them up because they don't like all that. And let's take a look over here and see what we got. This is quite damp, but as you can see, it looks like the majority of them have gotten out. I see one little guy right there. He's very tiny, right there on my finger. But, so this is the way you want to do your migration. Just make sure that you have all of your stuff to one side. Put your bedding on the other side. Put some food down. And eventually they will go over there. And then you won't have to mess with this side here. And all you'll have are your wormies right there. That's all you need. Well, that's all for this video, folks. I hope you'll like it. Hope you like the content. I sure have missed you all. I'm so sorry, but life gets ahead of us sometimes, and it's been quite a while since I put something up. I love you all. Take care now. Bye-bye.